Yeah, great credit to St. Peter's. I thought they were tremendous. I thought their defense was terrific. I thought their approach was terrific. I thought they were mentally locked in. They didn't blink, just kept playing. So, obviously, we had 22 more shots than they did, but, they guarded the crap out of us. They defended, they rebounded, they did what they had to do, hit timely shots. I thought Washington was a stud the second half, which we knew he was. He didn't have a bad first half, came back, played great the second half. So a lot of crowd. I was really impressed with St. Peter's. I thought they came in here with an unbelievable approach. That's a championship approach. We don't have that yet. We're going to build that. It may take more time than we thought it was going to take. But I thought they had a championship approach. I thought their approach was great. I thought how they just kept playing. They didn't waver. They didn't blink. We kind of blinked the first half that we came out and played really well defensively. We kind of blinked. That's when they got the lead. Once they got the lead, we just never kind of got back to where we had to get to. So obviously, definitely disappointed with the loss, but I think really impressed with St. Peter's. Great win for them.
Coach, how much did their full court pressure affect your play?
I mean, a lot of things. We had out of balance plays. We couldn't get the ball in bounds. I thought their physicality really bothered us. Their physicality on the out of balance plays, physicality with their pressure. We knew it was coming. I mean, at this point in the season, what's coming. There's a million things you can say, a million reasons. I mean, there's stuff you say behind closed doors that I'm not going to say publicly. But we have to be better. When things gets hard, you have to make the right plays, and we did not do that. And we have not played well. We played really well and went to Niagara and played great, and it was almost like that was our season, and we have not played well since then. And because let's be honest, we were behind. Canisius. We were down 20 at halftime. Manhattan were down at halftime the other night, and then today, they dictated the whole game. So not a very good last few games, but listen, we're gonna go back to work on Tuesday and get better. Long ways to go, but definitely a tough loss, and I'm not happy with how we handled a lot of things. We must have had 5 turnovers on out of bounds plays. We don't turn the ball over most of the time at all. And then against the press definitely bothered us, and we just didn't make plays. And but how many games do you see when you take 22 more shots than the other team and not win? We didn't finish. I thought Corey Washington got to the basket and finished. We didn't finish. Shots around the basket you have to make. So yeah, tough one.
Coach, they went on an 8-9 point run right at the beginning of the second half. What did they do to get that advantage?
Our defense dropped off. I thought our defensive first half was really good for about 13, 14 minutes. But what impressed me about St. Peter's, and I told the guys that Boz Shear's doing a hell of a lot better job than I'm doing right now, because his team plays 40 minutes of St. Peter's basketball. We don't play 40 minutes of Iona basketball. We don't. And so I thought they came out and we let up, and every time we let up, they made a big shot, made a big play, got to the free throw line, and punished us. In a game like that where it's a grind, and we don't want it to be a grind, but it was a grind. You can't make mistakes, mental mistakes. We made a ton of mental mistakes. So, and they didn't. I mean, as upset as about how we played, I was more impressed. I've seen good teams for a long time. That's a really good team who's coming on strong, and they were picked towards the bottom of that team, and they're together and they're tough. So I was impressed by that.
If you had to take a positive out of today, would you take Sully's performance?
Yes. Yeah, I thought that was a guy who came and played his tail off. He got to the basket, got the rim, finished around the basket. We're shooting step back jumpers and stuff, right? Perimeter stuff. He got to the rim and finished a little bit. Yeah, he's going to be a good player. He's working. I thought Sully played pretty well. I thought he played well.
Coach, Corey Washington 9-9 on free throws. 10 rebounds, 18 points. They made 17 to 20 free throws. You had 9 of 14.
Corey Washington to me is if there's a lot of good players in this league, but we kind of knew that. He made 29 against Siena. There's a guy what does a first team all conference player look like? He looks like him. He just gets stuff done. And credit to him, because he had a bad first half. He had 2 points at halftime, and he came out and dominated the second half. Most of that was done in the second half. So I thought he was terrific, and he's great defensively too. So our problem sometimes, the guys who score for us aren't great defensively, and the guys who are great defensively don't score for us. Right? What makes a good player is guys who can do both, can score for us and defend. He does both. When I was back in Iowa, they had 6-on-6 girls basketball. When I was growing up in high school, 3 girls played offense and 3 girls played defense. It was 6-on-6, so the ball would go half court, right? we'd be good at that. We have guys who play offense, don't play defense. Guys who play defense, don't play offense. To be great, you got to do both things, and we have guys who are not doing that right now. You know?
Weston had the big night Friday, but then he didn't have a 3-point completion in the first half, and he made 2 at the end.
Yep. Well, the game was basically it was over for the most part. Yeah, I mean they did a great job guarding him. You know, we have to move. We're back to the same old thing. We stood around a lot. I got to watch the tape again. I thought we stood around a lot. I thought we didn't get the movement, the motion that makes us good. And like what happens is we didn't score, and then we start to get stagnant, and we just kind of stand around. So, you know, it's frustrating.
What do you mean by a championship approach?
Just like you can watch when they walk in here, like those guys when they stretch, they're locked in, like they're talking the whole time. They talk more than any team that I've ever played against, as far as they just talk to each other, like productive talk. They talk, they come in, they talk, and they stretch. They're all kind of together. I saw them huddling as a team a lot of times, but just the players, you know. And Bosch does a great job, but that's a player-led team. Like Latrell Reed's been there for a long time. He's part of the Elite Eight run. Marcus Randolph came from Richmond, good player. Corey Washington, really good player. I just think they have guys who are totally bought in to what they're doing, you know. And we're gonna get there, you know. It's part of it just takes time, you know. But I thought just in how they play, right? So some of that stuff is like, okay, great, there's a team, they're together, but also they don't blink, man. Every possession was a war, you know. And I thought for a while we were that way, and then we kind of let our foot off the gas, and then they hit a couple shots, and it's like we're back to, you know, we're down 8 points, 10 points. That was a game. Once they got by 8 or 10, we never really got back into the game. You know, that was tough.
What do you make of Oz's play as of late?
I mean, Oz is banged up, obviously, right? Oz is banged up, and Oz is a wonderful kid. He's had tremendous success here. You know, obviously the year's not gone for him like you'd want it to, like he wants it to. So, I mean, we want him to do well. We want him to play well. We want him to be a factor for us. He's not healthy at all. You can tell. I mean, they had some drives where he can get the rim and he can't quite get there, and he shoots a jumper. You know, he's trying. He's all about the team. So we're hoping to get a good last month out of him. I mean, he's a wonderful kid. Wants to do well. It's just not there for him right now physically. He probably lost a little bit of confidence too. You know.
Yeah. Update on Terrell.
I don't. He got an MRI today, so we'll see how he's doing. You know. Yeah, that's all.
Coach, you go on the road this week. You go down to Ryder and then Mount St. Mary's. How do you prepare for those 2 tough road games?
Well, we're off tomorrow, and then we go back on Tuesday and just gotta get better. You know, we talk to the guys like in a game like that. It's like 5, 6, 7 plays that we didn't take care of. They took care of. You gotta be better at that kind of stuff. You know, listen, we have to keep improving. We have to get better. There's still a tournament in front of us. You know. You'd like to get a decent seat. I don't even know what the standings look like right now. I imagine we're not in very good shape right now, standings-wise. So we need to go and get some wins down there. We need to stack some wins together and start. But we got to play better. You know, if I walked out of here today and I'm like, man, St. Peter's really just beat us. Okay, and they did in a way. But also, when you turn the ball over on out of bounds plays and off press offense and things we haven't done all year long, you know, we're not totally mentally locked in. And people who've been around college basketball a long time know. There's only so much. When a coach leaves the room or a coach is not around, who's leading the team, right? They say, what is leadership? Like, someone somewhere is saying, hey, let's get this. I don't think we're totally getting the leadership we need behind the scenes, you know. And nothing I haven't told them, you know. And it's hard because they're all new and they're all this and that. Like, who feels comfortable? And it's like sometimes you got to be a jerk. As a player, sometimes you be like, hey, listen, I told them, there should come a point where it's not me getting mad, it's you guys getting mad about a play, something that happens. We didn't cover a back screen, the guy hits a 3, I get mad, and it's like, well, that shouldn't be me, that should be you, Because otherwise you don't do that, and we go down, and this thing, it's going by quick. It goes by quick, and it's definitely frustrating because I've seen moments of us being good, but there's also moments of us not being good. So who are we? Right now, I don't know. But we're gonna go back to work on Tuesday. We're gonna get better on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Head down to Ryder and try to play our tails off on Friday against Ryder.
The other night, you made a comment about the game. Sunday will be in the 40s or something. Did you kind of see this coming a little bit?
God, it's hard to speed these guys up, right? And they handle our pressure pretty well. They have good guards. They handle our pressure. Latrell Reed, I give a lot of credit to that guy. They are good kids. So I talked to a lot of them before the game. They have great person. They go to battle. Like they're good kids. They play hard. They have great personalities. But like Latrell Reed's a guy who's a walk on who made himself into a player. They handle our pressure well. So if we can't turn you over, if we can't score, we can't press, right? If we can't press and turn you over, it's going to be a game in the 40s. And to win a game in the 40s, you can't make a lot of mistakes. We made too many mistakes to win in the 40s. And so, but like, no, guy, I like this game to be, somewhere faster. We had 5 points again with like 8 minutes to go in the first half. Now, is that what is that from? Like, a lot of turnovers early, missing some shots around the basket early. And then we stopped running offense at a certain point, So, I mean, listen, we've seen us be good. You can get it going. We got to get better.
All right.